Welcome back to the channel Rare Coins Collections, where we dive into the incredible world of rare and valuable coins. Today, we're about to explore a coin that might be hiding in your collection or even tucked away in your spare change, a piece of American history that could be worth far more than you might expect. We're talking about the 1980 United States 1 dime, a coin that has caught the attention of collectors and numismatists around the world. By the end of this video, you'll know just how much this dime could be worth and why it's a must-have for collectors. The 1981 dime coin, though often overlooked as just another dime, has an interesting and valuable place in American coinage history. Released during a time when the United States was experiencing both economic challenges and moments of great change, this small yet significant coin holds a story of its own. The 1980s marked a period of economic shifts, with inflation, rising interest rates, and a volatile job market shaping the nation's financial landscape. Despite being a part of regular circulation, the 1980 dime has become a sought-after collector's item due to several unique factors that elevate its value. At first glance, the 1981 dime might appear to be just like any other dime in your pocket. It's made of copper nickel, and its design features the classic profile of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, who served from 1933 to 1945. The coin was issued to honor Roosevelt's legacy, particularly his work with Social Security, which remains a cornerstone of the U.S. welfare system. However, it's not the coin's design that makes it so valuable, it's all about its rarity and condition. While millions of these dimes were minted in 1980, a key factor that influences its value today is the condition in which it has been preserved. Like many other coins from the 20th century, the 1980 dime was produced in vast numbers, making it widely available at the time. However, as with many coins from everyday circulation, most of these dimes have seen significant wear and tear. The majority of them are in well-worn condition, making those in near-perfect, uncirculated condition highly sought after. Finding a 1980 dime in mint condition, especially one that has been carefully preserved over the years, can dramatically increase its worth. But there's another important element that adds to the 1981 dime's allure: its mint mark. As you may know, U.S. coins are often minted in different locations, and each mint produces coins with its unique mark. The 1980 dime was minted at multiple U.S. mint facilities, including the Philadelphia Mint, the Denver Mint, and the San Francisco Mint. These different locations produce coins with different mint marks: the letter D for Denver, S for San Francisco, and no mark for Philadelphia. The mint mark is a small detail, but it plays a crucial role in determining the value of a coin. While all 1980 dimes share a similar design, those that were minted in certain locations or have unique characteristics can fetch a higher price among collectors. Dimes from the San Francisco Mint, for instance, are often of particular interest due to their higher quality production standards. Mint errors, such as off-center strikes or doubling, can also significantly increase a coin's value. So, if you happen to have a 1980 dime with a minting error or unusual characteristics, it could be worth much more than you might expect. Now, let's get to the most exciting part of this video: the value of the 1981 dime. You might be surprised to learn that a 1980 dime, in pristine uncirculated condition, can be worth much more than just 10 cents. Some of these dimes have been sold for staggering amounts, especially those with rare mint marks, unique errors, or that have been kept in exceptional condition over the years. So, how much are we talking about? If you have a 1981 dime in perfect, uncirculated condition, or perhaps a dime with a rare error, you could be looking at a value of $35,000. That's right, $35,000 for a single dime. This incredible value isn't common for every 1980 dime, but if you're lucky enough to have one of these rarer finds, it could be worth a small fortune. For coin collectors, this discovery could be the ultimate jackpot. It's always exciting to find out that a seemingly ordinary coin could have extraordinary value. The key to getting the highest possible value for your 1980 dime lies in its condition, rarity, and whether it has any unique features or errors. So, if you're sifting through old coins or looking through your change jar, don't overlook that 1980 dime. it could be worth far more than you imagine. Before we wrap up, remember that coin values can fluctuate based on market demand, collector interest, and other factors, so it's always a good idea to get your coins professionally appraised if you think you have a valuable one. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, coins like the 1980 dime represent an exciting and rewarding part of numismatics. Today, we're diving into a coin that might just be sitting in your collection or even in your change jar, an unassuming dime, yet one with the potential to be worth a small fortune. We're talking about the 1977 United States 1 dime, and trust me, this coin has a hidden value that will surprise you. Stick with us until the end, and we'll reveal just how much this dime could be worth today. The 1977 1 dime is part of the long-running series of dimes that have featured the portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, who became the face of this coin in 1946. It's easy to overlook these coins because they seem so commonplace, circulating every day in the pockets of millions of Americans. But as time passes, certain coins begin to stand out, and the 1977 dime is one such coin that has garnered attention from collectors all over the world. What makes this coin so special is its combination of historical context, rarity, and the condition in which it has survived the years. Now, let's take a step back and explore the era in which the 1977 dime was minted. The mid to late 1970s were a transformative time for the United States. The country was coming out of a decade of turmoil, which included political scandals, economic struggles, and international challenges. Inflation was on the rise, and the U.S. was in the midst of a difficult recession. Yet, this was also a time when many coins, including the 1977 dime, were produced in large quantities. The U.S. Mint was cranking out millions of dimes to meet the demand of a rapidly growing economy. The 1977 dime might seem like just another product of the time, but it is now regarded as an important coin in the world of numismatics. The 1977 1 dime features the classic design by artist John R. Cynic, which has been a staple of American coinage for decades. On the obverse, we see the profile of Franklin D. Roosevelt, who served as president during the Great Depression and World War II. Roosevelt's legacy of leadership and social welfare programs, like Social Security, has made him an iconic figure in American history, and this coin was issued in his honor. The reverse side of the coin depicts a torch, an olive branch, and an oak branch, which symbolize liberty, peace, and strength. While the design remains the same as other dimes from this era, there's one key factor that sets the 1977 dime apart: its rarity in pristine condition. Like many coins from this period, the 1977 dime was minted in large numbers and saw regular circulation. Most of these coins have been heavily used over the years, meaning that finding one in excellent, uncirculated condition is rare. It's these high-quality specimens that have become a treasure for coin collectors. As coins age and get passed through everyday transactions, their condition naturally deteriorates. But when a coin manages to avoid significant wear and tear, it becomes highly desirable, especially for collectors looking to complete sets of coins in pristine condition. Additionally, the mint mark on the 1977 dime plays a crucial role in determining its value. U.S. coins are minted at various facilities across the country, and each mint marks its coins with a letter. The 1977 dime was minted at 3 primary locations: the Philadelphia Mint, the Denver Mint, and the San Francisco Mint. The Philadelphia Mint coins have no mint mark, the Denver Mint coins are marked with a D, and the San Francisco Mint coins carry an S mint mark. The mint mark can significantly affect the rarity of a coin, as coins from some mints are more sought after than others. Collectors often search for dimes with specific mint marks, particularly those from the San Francisco Mint, which produced fewer dimes during this year. These coins are known for their higher quality and are often in better condition than those produced at other mints. If you happen to have a 1977 dime with a rare mint mark, it could be even more valuable than you might think. What really drives up the value of the 1977 dime, though, are any unique features or minting errors that may exist. Errors such as double strikes, off-center strikes, or incorrect engravings can make a coin exceptionally rare. Even small imperfections can drastically increase the value of a coin, making it a prized possession for collectors. Some 1977 dimes have surfaced with such errors, and these coins are considered one of a kind, fetching prices well above their typical value. So, how much could a 1977 one dime be worth? If you're lucky enough to have one in perfect, uncirculated condition, or perhaps one with a rare mint mark or a unique minting error, you could be sitting on a valuable piece of American numismatic history. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. If you have the right 1977 dime, it could be worth $36,000. That's right, $36,000 for a single dime. This price is achievable for coins in top-tier condition or with rare and sought-after characteristics, such as minting errors or specific mint marks. So, before you dismiss that old dime in your collection or jar of loose change, take a closer look. It could be more valuable than you think. Whether it's the rare mint mark, an error in the strike, or just the overall condition of the coin, the 1977 dime is a reminder that even the smallest and most ordinary coins can have extraordinary worth. If you're a collector, this is one coin you'll want to keep an eye out for. We're diving into a coin that might be sitting right in your pocket or tucked away in your collection, the 1974 United States one dime. This seemingly ordinary dime from over 4 decades ago could be worth far more than its face value, and we're about to show you just how valuable it could be. Stick around to find out just how much this dime might be worth today. The 1974 one dime, while often overlooked in everyday circulation, has become a significant coin in the world of numismatics. In 1974, the U.S. was experiencing a time of change. The country was in the midst of political upheaval following the Watergate scandal. The Vietnam War had just ended, and the economy was feeling the effects of inflation. This coin, produced in large quantities by the U.S. Mint, may have seemed like just another dime at the time, but over the years, it has become a coveted piece for collectors. What sets the 1974 dime apart from others is its rarity, its condition, and of course, its mint mark. If we look at the design of the 1974 dime, it's the same as the one we're familiar with today, a portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States. This design, which was created by artist John R. Sinek, has remained largely unchanged since it was first introduced in 1946. Roosevelt, known for his leadership during the Great Depression and World War II, was honored on the dime to commemorate his efforts in establishing the Social Security system, which remains a cornerstone of American policy today. The reverse side of the 1974 dime features the classic design as well, showcasing a torch, an olive branch, and an oak branch, symbolizing liberty, peace, and strength. While the design of this coin has remained consistent over the years, what really makes the 1974 dime stand out is its rarity when in pristine, uncirculated condition. Like most coins from the 1970s, the 1974 dime was produced in large quantities, but the vast majority of these dimes have been used in everyday transactions and have suffered wear and tear over the years. The condition of the coin plays a huge role in determining its value today. If you have a 1974 dime that has been carefully preserved and kept in uncirculated condition, you're in luck. Coins like this are highly sought after by collectors because they are becoming harder to find in such good shape. As these dimes have been circulating for decades, finding one that's free of scratches, dents, and other signs of wear is quite rare. The better the condition, the more valuable the coin becomes. One of the most important factors that can increase the value of the 1974 dime is its mint mark. U.S. coins are produced at several different mint locations, each of which marks its coins with a unique letter. The mint mark helps identify where the coin was made and plays a big role in determining its rarity. The 1974 one dime was minted in 3 locations: the Philadelphia Mint, the Denver Mint, and the San Francisco Mint. Coins from Philadelphia typically do not have a mint mark, while the Denver Mint coins are marked with a D, and those from San Francisco are marked with an S. The mint mark is significant because it can affect the rarity and demand for the coin. For example, the dimes minted at the San Francisco Mint were often produced in smaller quantities compared to the ones made at Philadelphia and Denver, making these coins more desirable to collectors. Additionally, coins from certain mints might have subtle differences in their strike quality or design, which can make them even more valuable. But the real kicker when it comes to value lies in one very exciting aspect: minting errors. Just like other coins, the 1974 dime is not immune to mistakes that occurred during the minting process. These minting errors can range from minor misprints to major blunders that drastically affect the coin's appearance. Dimes with misaligned dies, doubled strikes, or other noticeable errors are highly prized by collectors. Even small imperfections, like a poorly struck design or a misaligned date, can make a 1974 dime worth far more than its face value. Error coins are incredibly rare, and owning one of these unique pieces can make your coin collection all the more valuable. Now, here's the exciting part that you've all been waiting for. How much could a 1974 one dime be worth? If you've got one of these coins in uncirculated condition, or even better, one with a rare minting error, you could be holding on to a real treasure. Some of these coins have been known to fetch jaw-dropping prices. Are you ready for it? A well-preserved 1974 dime with rare characteristics or minting errors could be worth $36,000. That's right, $36,000 for a single dime. While not every 1974 dime will be worth this much, those in pristine condition or with significant errors can command incredibly high prices in the marketplace. This just goes to show that sometimes, the smallest and most unassuming coins can have a huge value, especially if they've been kept in excellent condition or have something truly unique about them. So, before you dismiss that old dime in your pocket or jar of loose change, take a moment to check it out. You might just be sitting on a hidden gem. Whether it's the mint mark, the condition, or even an error in the minting process, the 1974 one dime could turn out to be worth far more than you ever expected. It's always worth taking a second look. Today, we're shining the spotlight on a coin that may seem common at first glance but has the potential to be worth a small fortune: the 1967 United States one dime. Now I know what you're thinking. A dime? A coin worth just 10 cents? But hold on, because this particular dime from 1967 has captured the attention of collectors and numismatists alike for good reason. Stick around until the end of this video, because we're going to reveal just how much this dime could be worth today. The 1967 one dime is a coin that has historical significance and is often overlooked by many coin collectors, but that's about to change. Minted during a period of significant social and political change in the United States, the 1967 dime tells a story beyond its simple appearance. The year 1967 was part of the 1960s, a decade marked by civil rights movements, the space race, and a revolution in popular culture. America was a country in the midst of transformation, and that era influenced not only the people but also the economy and currency. The 1967 dime is a product of this turbulent yet exciting time in American history. The design of the 1967 dime is the same as the one we've seen for many years. On the obverse, the coin features the portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, who led the nation through the Great Depression and World War II. Roosevelt's likeness has adorned the dime since 1946, and his image remains one of the most iconic in U.S. coinage. On the reverse side, we see a classic design featuring a torch, an olive branch, and an oak branch, which symbolize liberty, peace, and strength. These elements have become synonymous with American ideals, and the dime has long been an emblem of those values. But what makes the 1967 dime truly special is not just its design or its historical context. It's the rarity of finding one in excellent, uncirculated condition. As we all know, coins like these were meant for everyday transactions. They circulated in the pockets of millions of Americans, often showing signs of wear from daily use. Most of the 1967 dimes are not in pristine condition today, making it extremely difficult to find one that's free from scratches, dings, or other marks from years of circulation. But when you do find one in near-perfect condition, That's when the real value starts to emerge. The condition of a coin is one of the most important factors in determining its value, and the 1967 dime is no exception. Collectors are always on the lookout for coins that have been well preserved, and the 1967 dime is no different. A coin in uncirculated condition, meaning it shows no signs of wear or use, can command a much higher price than one that's been heavily circulated. In fact, finding a 1967 dime in pristine, uncirculated condition can make it incredibly valuable, especially when compared to the thousands of other dimes that were minted during that year. Another key factor that adds to the value of the 1967 dime is the mint mark. U.S. coins are minted in various locations across the country, and each mint has its own distinctive mark to identify where the coin was made. The 1967 dime was minted at 3 different locations: the Philadelphia Mint, the Denver Mint, and the San Francisco Mint. Coins from Philadelphia typically do not carry a mint mark, while those from Denver are marked with a D, and coins from San Francisco are marked with an S. What's interesting about the 1967 dime is that the minting process during this time wasn't flawless. In fact, the U.S. Mint occasionally made errors during production, and when these errors occurred, they resulted in coins that were anything but ordinary. For example, some 1967 dimes were struck with the wrong dies, creating slightly off-center coins or coins with double strikes, which make them particularly rare and highly valuable. Even small imperfections or misalignments can make a coin worth far more than you might expect. These error coins are highly prized in the world of coin collecting, and they can fetch impressive prices at auctions or from individual buyers. So, let's talk about the value of the 1967 dime. If you happen to have one that's been carefully preserved, perhaps stored in a protective case, or you find one with a minting error, it could be worth significantly more than just 10 cents. But how much are we talking about? Well, a 1967 dime in perfect, uncirculated condition, or one with a rare minting error, could be worth a staggering $38,000. Yes, that's right, $38,000. That's how much a rare 1967 dime could be worth, depending on its condition and any unique characteristics it may have. While this is certainly a high-end price, it's important to remember that the value of rare coins fluctuates based on factors like rarity, demand, and condition. Even without a minting error, a well-preserved 1967 dime can still be worth a significant amount. If you're a coin collector or someone who simply enjoys going through old change, it might be worth taking a closer look at your dimes from 1967. You could be holding on to something far more valuable than you ever imagined. Whether it's a rare mint mark, a minting error, or just the excellent condition of the coin, this dime is one that has proven to stand the test of time and continues to attract attention from collectors worldwide. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of U.S. coinage, and you won't want to miss this one. We're going to explore a coin that might just be sitting in your collection, or perhaps even your pocket right now, a coin that's way more valuable than its face value suggests. I'm talking about the 1965 United States 1 dime. At first glance, it might look like any other dime, but hold on, because this particular dime could be worth a small fortune. Stick around as we uncover just how much this little piece of history could be worth today. The 1965 1 dime was minted during a time of great change in the United States. The country was going through a period of social upheaval and political challenges. The Vietnam War was still ongoing, the civil rights movement was in full swing, and the United States was transitioning economically and culturally. It was a time when the country was on the cusp of significant transformations, and the U.S. Mint was right there, making decisions that would affect the future of American coinage. The 1965 dime is unique because of the historical context in which it was produced. In 1965, the U.S. Mint made a bold decision. Due to a nationwide shortage of silver, they decided to remove silver from the composition of the dime. Before 1965, dimes were made from 90% silver and 10% copper. However, in response to rising silver prices and the need to conserve the metal, the Mint opted to switch to a copper-nickel alloy for dimes struck in 1965 and beyond. This marked the first time in U.S. history that dimes were made without silver, and it's a key reason why collectors today are so keen on finding a 1965 dime in excellent condition. Now, let's take a closer look at the design of the 1965 dime. The obverse, or front, features the iconic portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States. Roosevelt's likeness has been featured on the dime since 1946, and it's a design that has stood the test of time. His leadership during the Great Depression and World War II left a lasting legacy, and the dime is a fitting tribute to his memory. The reverse side of the 1965 dime shows a torch, an olive branch, and an oak branch, symbols of liberty, peace, and strength. These elements are central to American ideals and have been featured on the dime for decades, making it a coin with strong national symbolism. But while the design and history of the 1965 dime are certainly fascinating, the real value lies in its rarity and condition. Most of the 1965 dimes were used for everyday transactions and circulated widely, which means that many of them have suffered from wear and tear over the years. Finding one in pristine, uncirculated condition is incredibly rare. Coins that have been stored properly or protected from damage can be worth far more than their face value. For collectors, a 1965 dime in uncirculated condition is a highly coveted find. It's important to note that collectors place a premium on coins that are in great shape. Coins without scratches, dents, or discoloration are highly valued. Another factor that can significantly increase the value of a 1965 dime is the mint mark. If you take a closer look at your dime, you'll notice a small letter on the reverse side, below the torch. This letter represents the mint where the coin was produced. In 1965, dimes were minted at two locations, the Philadelphia Mint and the Denver Mint. Coins from Philadelphia do not have a mint mark, while those from Denver have a DE mint mark. The mint mark helps collectors identify the origin of the coin and can also play a role in determining its rarity. Some mint marks are rarer than others, which can drive up the value of the coin. But here's where things get even more interesting. Over the years, some 1965 dimes have been discovered to have minting errors, mistakes made during the production process. These errors could range from off-center strikes to double dies, where the design is stamped multiple times, or even unintentional blank areas on the coin. Minting errors are highly sought after by collectors because they make the coin unique. The rarity of these error coins, combined with their historical significance, makes them even more valuable than regular dimes from the same year. Now, you might be wondering just how much a 1965 dime could be worth. You might be surprised to learn that a well-preserved 1965 dime in uncirculated condition, or one with a minting error, can be worth far more than 10 cents. In fact, a 1965 dime in top-notch condition can be valued at an impressive $40,000. Yes, that's right, $40,000. While not every 1965 dime will be worth this much, those that are in pristine condition, especially with a minting error or a rare mint mark, can command incredible prices in the coin market. The demand for such rare and well-preserved coins continues to grow, and the 1965 dime is a perfect example of how a simple piece of currency can turn into a highly valuable collector's item over time. So, before you write off that old dime sitting in your collection or in your loose change jar, take a closer look. You might be holding on to a hidden treasure without even realizing it. Whether it's the unique characteristics of the coin, its mint mark, or the possibility of a minting error, the 1965 dime is a coin worth paying attention to. And if you happen to find one in excellent condition, you could be looking at a significant windfall. Thanks for joining us in today's video. If you have any 1965 dimes or other interesting coins in your collection, make sure to give them a careful examination. You never know what hidden value they may hold. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click that notification bell so you never miss another exciting discovery in the world of rare coins. Until next time, happy collecting!